Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat on the way in. I haven't done one of these in a while. A no warning at all stream. Oh, it's been a little while since Mr. Z did one of these. Random, unscripted, no real direction. Well, we do random talk in Mr. Z's lives, but oftentimes that happens after I do my monologue and I might freestyle with the comments a little bit, the live comments. But this is the first time in a long time I just started a stream out of nowhere. Um, this stream is inspired by a lot of things. First, um, FD Signifier's recent think piece, and it was actually a thoughtful piece. Um, these are the type of things Mr. Z actually agrees with FD on. Um, his think piece about the election results as they settle in now. Not seeing that we're a couple weeks out. Um, number one. Number two, this is also inspired by Edward Anderson. Shout out to Ed. And his stream about, and I want to do a whole separate stream. So I was thinking about that since the weekend, but I haven't gotten around to it. When he mentioned um, um, Naruto and the Uchiha and black women, and I was like, there is so much we can tie to black women in the way they act as comparison to Madara and Sasuke and like broken-hearted Uchihas, right? There's a lot to be, but also the segregation of the Leaf Village, and how the yeah, right? How the Uchiha got to be how they are now, right? So yeah, or how they were in the series. Um, so yeah, there's a lot to take from that. So when Ed said that, I was like, oh man, I got to do a whole stream on that one. But let's start off with FD Signifier. Y'all should have never let me find out that Asian women voted more for Donald Trump than Asian men did. Oh, you should have never let me find out that Asian women, from my understanding, according to what FD said, and I got to look it up to see how true and how right he is, and I believe him. I believe him that Asian women voted for Donald Trump more than Asian men did, and apparently, the majority of Asian women voted for Donald Trump, right? Oh, y'all should have never let me find that out. Oh, y'all should have never let me find that out. Yeah, about white masculinity and manhood again. About patriarchy. I said it. I told y'all that's what these women of color were on. I told you. Mr. Z been screaming it from the mountaintop. How many times you gonna say I said it, Z? A million. Yes. Z, how many times you gonna say you said it? Yes. FD, if what you're saying is true, and more Asian women voted for Donald Trump than Asian men did. And if I heard you correctly, because I only listened to it once. So for those of you that don't know, when I review these things or cover some of these videos, I listen to them maybe 2-3 times to make sure you caught. Usually, well, if the stream is too long, if it's 3 hours, 4 hours long, then maybe not. But I try to get at least a good 2 listens in, just in case you missed some things, you were preoccupied or whatever. But if I heard FD correctly, the majority of Asian women voted for Donald Trump. Not only did they vote more for Donald Trump than Asian men, if I heard him correctly, and maybe so I might be getting that part wrong, they voted for Donald Trump more than Asian men did. Well, white men. Who are Asian women marrying? Huh? Who do they aspire to marry? They aspire to marry Donald Trump and Barron Trump. Ooh, goddamn Z. Barron Trump is tall as hell, everyone. And he's still got a baby face. Uh-oh. You think them Asian women ain't choosing? They choosing. Those young ass Asian girls, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh yeah, they choosing. Huh? It's not simply misogyny and racism, FD signifier. A lot of it is that. A lot of it is that directed towards Kamala and black women writ large. Okay, fine. And which I thought America wasn't this? I think FD knew better. I'm not saying that. Let me say this though. I don't think Black women fully appreciate, and I've said this before. I gotta really emphasize this point. Other women don't want to sign up for your idea and concepts of autonomy and freedom if what it looks like is you. What a lot of Black women don't appreciate is that what about a third of Latina women, apparently a majority of Asian women, right? And we don't know whether that's East and South Asian women. I'm almost certain it's probably mainly East Asian women. Either way, they said, "Yeah, I'll take the white male's oppression over Black women's concepts of freedom and autonomy." I want to say it was Armiose Frimpong that said this a couple of years ago. And I started using it because I think it's just pinpoint. I'm gonna paraphrase it. I'm gonna butcher it. Um, and I think he needs to do a whole stream about this, a whole think piece about this. But Armiose Frimpong said something along the lines of like organized white supremacy, like people that take organized white supremacy over disorganized whatever the hell. And I can't remember what whatever the hell was again, but yeah, or the chaotic whatever the hell. I can't remember how he framed it, but they'll take organized white supremacy. People are signed up for that all day, every day, right? Huh? And I think a lot of Black women don't, and Black men, to be frank with you, don't appreciate that people will sign up for Donald Trump and JD Vance and Stephen Miller and, well, not anymore Matt Gaetz, but Matt Gaetz, and yeah, they sign up for that all day, every day. They will sign up for that all day, every day. Then maybe very educated, very well spoken, very well put together leftists that they think are chaotic and have out there concepts and ideas and want to bring, and in their minds, I'm saying the framing, want to bring chiseled chin, 6'5" tall, muscular men into women's bathrooms just because that man has a wig on and a tutu. Huh? Like, I want the left to really get a grapple on this, particularly the Black left, right? Content creators on mainly YouTube, the Black bread tube, right? Cornbread tube. Train tracks, train tracks, train tracks. I don't think y'all really appreciate like the framing. Like when I say y'all are outliers, when I say y'all are in y'all bubbles, FD, y'all are in y'all bubbles. Like that's why Ole was ranting right after the election. So many women, even some leftist white women, were like, I misread this, and I thought, because where I am, yes, 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 where you are, those bubbles y'all are in, huh? Those bubbles y'all are in those major cities. Yes, you're right, huh? So I didn't even know. Look, man, I know this is going to be a lot of self-congratulatory stuff and Z pat himself on the back. I didn't even know officially that Asian women voted so much for Donald Trump. Once again, that's if what FD is saying is correct. But what did I say? What was Z saying? Asian women been give y'all they ass to kiss. Asian women got a chance with white men. They been gave Black women they ass to kiss. Asian women ain't signing up for nothing y'all selling at all. Asian women said white women got slipping on their pimping, and white men are out here for the taking. I'm out. I'll do it. Huh? I've been saying that. And then come to find out they voted for you. Better believe Asian. Man, Mark Zuckerberg, Rupert Murdoch, Mitch McConnell. What? Asian women going. They've been going. Huh? Les Moonves, Asian women going, and they've been. Asian women said, "I'll do it." Right? I'll suck on the almighty white sloth. What Asian woman said, "I'll do it. I'll do it." Oh, this is the unscripted. Read the title. Random and unscripted. I'm still deciding whether I want to use profanity or not. Huh? Y'all better believe it. I knew it. I knew it. Dear black women, other people said they're not signing up for what y'all talking about. And they saw Kamala as the face of that. Huh? And that's why so many leftist policies passed, but yet Donald Trump still won. Yes, it's a big middle finger to y'all out of spite. Huh? Black women, y'all image. Kevin said it to y'all. Y'all image is trash. Kevin was saying it, and y'all damn near danced on the man's grave when he passed. Huh? Is that some of that stuff things that Americans, white Americans, put on black women that might be unwarranted? Yeah. Do y'all fight against it really well? Nope. Huh? Y'all double down on the negative liberty. That's why I make sure to make the distinction between freedom and negative liberty, in which y'all really are on is negative liberty. And white women, by majority, and Asian women, apparently by majority, said, yeah. Huh? And why would anyone think that the women that get married to white men, white women and Asian women, would ever sign up for what black women talking about? Huh? And Asian women married all type of white men, conservative white men, liberal white men. It don't matter. They want their families. They want their hopper mixed children in the burbs, away from black people, black women, black men too. Let's be honest. They cheat on their white husbands with their black coworkers. Huh? On the low, high key. I ain't say low key. Huh? Why would anyone think otherwise? These people want the game lopsided in their favor, and they don't want your concepts of autonomy. And these women, let me correct myself, not people. These women don't want you, what you talking about when you say autonomy. Yeah, they would rather their white man be a cuddly conqueror, right? Slightly pliant patriarchs. But if autonomy and freedom look like what black women are selling, absolutely not. Huh? And why would anyone think otherwise? Black women, why would any one of you think that white women in any significant, well, it is significant number. Let's not kid ourselves. 40 some odd percent of white women did vote for Kamala. So I won't say that. But why would anyone think that, especially right now, the majority of white women would vote for Kamala? The majority of Asian women who are making a play at white men. And by the way, FD, this goes back to what I told y'all. Y'all have no FD. I said it. And I think you kind of get it, but I don't think you really get it. Y'all don't really appreciate how much women are invested in patriarchy because they don't like and don't want what y'all selling. In a very specific form of patriarchy, the white kind of patriarchy. Especially if the man is not overtly or supremely, you know, we'll say assaulting. That's not the word, but y'all know the word. I can't say it. YouTube rules. Huh? It's fascinating. Shout out to FD. I watched the breakdown. Um, I'll link it into the description box afterward. Yeah, but yeah, who would it? So I'm kind of actually not so much surprised, but I I didn't think that the majority of Asian women voted for Donald Trump, or at least they voted for Donald Trump more than Asian men. I would have never guessed that. To be honest, I would have lost that bet. I'm not surprised, but I would have lost that bet. Huh? Y'all recall my second conversation with FD? And he was like, yeah, there's a there, but I don't know if you should be, what, people like me shouldn't be talking about it? What? Okay, fine, I'm not Asian, right? But the black manosphere, the manosphere shouldn't be talking, the black manosphere shouldn't be talking about it. Men's content, we know what this is. Y'all the ones who's playing around. I told you y'all playing patty cake with the women, FD. I said it, I meant it, and I'm being proven right every single time there's a big story. From Brickface Rhoda to the election results. Huh? Every time there's a big story, we being proven right. So now y'all could talk about, oh, the framing. It's the framing. Huh? Whether it's Ebony K. Williams and how she's speaking, right? And the test tube baby, to Brickface Rhoda, to the election results, to what I was telling you about Asian women, which you already knew. Huh? We're being proven right. We're not just talking. You're not going to get women to come off of patriarchy, particularly the white male version of patriarchy. And shout out to, I'm going to do a whole review of the LGBTQ brother that Olay was talking to with the glasses. I think he's a teacher. And him saying, y'all got to go to college. Yeah, Mr. Z actually does want to go back to school. But how you supposed to be this type of man if you don't go to college, et cetera, et cetera? Look, these young men don't want to go to college because y'all feminized the ass environments. They don't want to go to a university campus that lectures them about how toxic they are all day, every day, for the women to encourage them to be toxic to come back home with that money. Oops. Huh? Once again, cuddly conquerors. Put it in the book, by the way. You know what? Covina, man, says, why use euphemisms? They want white supremacy, not just patriarchy. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, man, we going right there with it. Huh? We going right there with it. Roger said they're white supremacists. That's what he said. Shout out to the Roger report. Huh? So that's what y'all see. Y'all gives you a second. right? So FD speaks about how um, Trump's numbers went up, marginally for every group, every demographic. I think there was a couple exceptions, but yeah, pretty much every demographic, including black women. Yeah, man, people were tired of y'all lecturing them. It wasn't, it was by 1,000 here, 5,000 there, 70,000 here, 20,000 there. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But a couple thousand here and there, city by city, town by town, parish by parish, flip the election. People don't like, and I'm speaking about the cultural aspect of it. I'm not even just speaking about the economic and political aspect of it. Excuse me, the cultural aspect of it. Y'all are bumping against, and I said it to you, FD. That's why I don't understand what the hell that dude was talking about on Ghibli. Not Ghibli. What was it called again? Jubilee. I wanted to say Ghibli. Sorry, Jubilee. One of your acolytes. Women are more likely to let go of their femininity than the men of their masculinity. What drugs are you on? Why is he bringing that up? Because the second the women got a whiff of TRANS talk, they said, nope, we'll stop right there. We're getting off the train right here. We're getting off the bus right here. Yeah, y'all could challenge men's masculinity. We get off on it. Even some of your leftist women, if we're going to be honest. Uh-oh. If you don't believe me, ask Ole. She said it too. She know. Huh? The second the women, y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. The second the women got a whiff of, wait, y'all telling us these men, these biological males are women because he said he was a woman? And I said it the way they think it. He said he was a woman? Huh? And then he's going to be in the restroom next to my little girl and next to me in the stall? Huh? What are we going to put urinals in the women's restrooms now? That's how these people are thinking. And the left, man, the right, hold on, no pun intended, the right ate y'all for lunch on that topic. I said it to FD. The second these women get a whiff of what y'all talking about, when it comes to, wait a minute, equality means that, that's why I said hypergamy is dead. Shout out to those of you that heard Z say it a little while ago. Hypergamy is dead. And it's not really dead, let's be clear. For the top 20%, it's not dead. Even for some of your average women, it's not dead. But for most, oh yeah, it's dead. For most women, yeah, it's dead. It's dead. Yes, men still earn more than women, but according to one of those sisters, not enough more. The second women got a whiff of, wait a minute, you told me, so what's going to come with equality is that I don't get to date and marry up? Is that what y'all are saying? Absolutely not. That's what the women said. Wait, what's coming with equality is that I might actually have to date and marry financially down? Absolutely not. I just won't get married and I won't have kids. Y'all keep on acting like some of the 4B movement is not that. And it has an effect on your elections. Voila. Huh? The second the women got a whiff of, wait a minute, what's going to come with this quote unquote equality and egalitarianism is that my daughter might have to compete in sports against that boy because that boy got breast implants because they're weirdo parents allowed for that. I'm not saying this is Mr. Z sentiments. I am saying that these are these people's sentiments, including some of your liberals who's not telling you that to your face. Huh? Y'all are in y'all bubbles. Y'all are in your bubbles. Kim Foster, FD, Olay. And I don't want to beat up on Olay too much. She already beat up on herself for believing the hype for the 2 seconds she believed it. Huh? But y'all are in y'all bubbles. What you thought? Childish Gambino told y'all this is America. This is America. This is America. This is the real America. No wonder Ashley Akuda looking when you know the Charlottesville thing. Ashley Akuda looking like, oh my God. Yeah, of course you saying oh my God. Because y'all see a bunch of young white men with their comb overs, and you don't think they're just like their grandfathers and great grandfathers. They are. And the women that's trying to be with them will sign up for it. But what about your autonomy? They said to hell with the autonomy if I can have the lifestyle. It's going to be fascinating trying to watch black women convince Asian women and white women, and even some of that third of Latina women that voted for Trump to sign up for what many black women are talking about, what Kim Foster's talking about. Do some of these white women want to spite white men? Yes. The Latinas doing it with spite Latino men and white men? Yes. But black women, y'all don't really appreciate how much these women, that spite goes right out the window when they are presented with stability. I didn't even say opulence yet. I didn't even say nice things. I didn't say extravagance. I said stability. Huh? Asian women voted for Donald Trump more than Asian men did. And if I heard FD correctly, the majority of Asian women voted for Donald Trump. I think that's what he said. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. What y'all thought? What country did y'all think y'all were living in? Atlanta, DC, certain parts of New York got y'all all type of messed up. Y'all think y'all in a different world. Y'all gotta be living on a different planet. LA, huh? Chicago, these different places y'all live got y'all all type of messed up. Huh? Trail says they are who we thought they were. Demetrius says Wicked is a good case study of white women. I saw a thumbnail. Did I put it in my history? I think it might be in my history of conservatives complaining about Wicked and it being like, you know, anti-white or something like that. So it's in my history. I'll check it out when I get a chance. Well, I probably should watch the movie. I'm gonna watch the movie if I can, and then I'll check it out. And thank you for the super chat. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. And Meat says, not even implants, just padded bras. Oh man, padded bra. They don't even need the implant to be in the woman's stall. Just call themselves a woman and put on a padded bra, or call themselves a girl and put on a padded bra. Huh? Wow. Oh yeah, you're right. Maury Povich, Asian wife too. Huh? Wow. Y'all should have never let me find that out. It goes back to, look, dear. Okay, I said this before. The left is going to have to, because what y'all doing is ducking the conversation because you know a lot of people aren't going to sign up for it and y'all don't really know how to explain it yet. Y'all are ducking the conversation to tell people we got to strip this from you so that everybody could eat. Huh? Uh-oh. We're gonna have to take a couple of at least a couple of teaspoons of water out of that cup that you have, that nice cold ice water that you have. We're gonna have to take at least a few teaspoons of water out of that so that other people could drink. Huh? And y'all are deathly afraid that once you start saying that, people are gonna say, yeah, no. That's why y'all are not I said it, and that's why FD jumped on my live the first conversation. Y'all are and I didn't say it like this, but y'all are defaking men and y'all not saying anything to the women, and y'all just leaving the women out there. The women are starting to get the smell of it now. Huh? The women are starting to get the smell of it now. How many of them are going to sign up for that? Huh? The social math. The women are starting to put the pieces, the puzzle pieces together. They're being forced to do the social math, and they're like, wait. If this is what comes to equality, that does not mean that JD Vance is automatically a shoo-in in 2028 and he wins against a Democrat that can make a convincing argument. That doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. It's not an automatic. With that, y'all gonna have to make a better argument and stop ducking. And Meech, once again, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Huh? Of course, Asian women voted more for Donald Trump than Asian men did. Who are Asian women with? Who are they pursuing? Look at that interracial marriage rate. Y'all thought this was some pop culture gossipy crap. A bunch of bitter, angry, broken men and boys, particularly in the black manosphere. And we've been telling y'all step by step what this is and what it's going to look like because we're on the cutting edge. And you would think men like FD, who, you know, was it his PhD program, master's degree in the humanities, etc., etc., you would think they would get it. I want to be very clear. Most women, the vast majority of women, ain't signed up for Khadijah. They're not signed up to be Khadijah, man. The most open kept secret. They're not even. They don't want to sign up for to be Kim Foster. Goddamn. And she living a pretty good life traveling. They don't even want to be Kim Foster, let alone Khadijah. Huh? They don't even want to be Julesy. Julesy making her money. Julesy, she's not with the father of her child. They had an agreement, whatever the hell. They don't even want to be Julesy. Huh? Let alone Khadijah. When your average white woman, married white woman, when they listen to the left talk, they picture Khadijah. Huh? And by the way, that's not necessarily to insult Khadijah. That's not coming from me. That's coming from them through their actions. That's coming from married white women and clearly Asian women Huh? What is Khadijah? Bi? Pansexual? Something along those lines. So we'll just say LGBTQ cat lady with highlighted eyebrows. They think of cat black. They're not signing up for that. Have fun convincing them to sign up for that, to hold their nose and sign up for that for the betterment of everyone. What's her name? Taylor Lorenz. Taylor Lorenz. She was interviewed. Oh yeah, yeah. So y'all saw the. I put it in my description box for the what was that last live stream I did, or was that the one before? Anyway, when Taylor Lorenz said, "Yeah, let's be honest, the men lost a little bit," or I'm paraphrasing, but when she was talking to Matt Bernstein, whatever his last name is, the LGBTQ white dude with the makeup on, and she said, yeah, let's be honest, the men lost a little bit. They lost a little bit, she's saying they lost a little bit of prestige and a little bit of power and whatever. Y'all gotta stop talking about these people like they're simply individuals. The left is, oh my God, I thought the left was supposed to be about community and family. Oh my God. Okay, I believe that. I believe that. When you say that, what you don't appreciate is their daughters, their sisters, their mothers, their girlfriends, and their wives. When their wives hear that, wait a minute, my husband lost a little bit of power? That's what y'all trying to do over here? Huh? My son, white son, let's be very clear, is going to lose a little bit of prestige, a little bit of power? Absolutely not. Not on my watch. Huh? I recall when Kim Foster covered, is it Bama Rush? I want to say it's Bama Rush, the series on Bama Rush or whatever it is. And she was speaking. First of all, you could hear the slight tone of like envy in her voice for these petite, cute white girls, um, and the whole process of their white femininity and how white men validate it. Young college educated white men validate it. You can hear the slight envy in her voice. Miss Foster, I heard it. I heard it. But what was also interesting is Miss Foster speaking, and she kind of, if I remember correctly, let me see, let me make sure I frame this right. She made note of something along the lines of it's almost a shame that these women go to college and get their degrees all for them to aspire to be stay-at-home wives or whatever, like kind of ineffectual, just waiting on their husband's hand and feet. And I'm not saying she said that. That was the aura when she got to that particular segment of that conversation of what she was saying, if I remember correctly, because it's been a few months. And I'm just like, yeah, Miss Foster, a lot of women, that's their goal. They don't want to be you. They don't want to be Hillary Clinton. As you said, there's a difference between Sarah Huckabee Sanders and Hillary Clinton. They don't want to be either one of those women, right? They don't want no parts of it. And they resent y'all. Y'all seen the clip of the white girl, young white woman, college. She was attending college clearly, but she looked like she was maybe like 19, 20, maybe, or maybe even still 18, but in college 18. And she uh, she had like did she have her college sweater on or fleece, maybe, but she was saying like she was. I want to say she was getting ready. She was putting her hair in a butters, putting her whatever she was doing, and she was maybe grabbing her backpack, and she was like, she said it in a very sarcastic way, which is thank whoever it was who fought for feminism and equality or something like that. She said, and the clip kind of circled around in the manosphere spaces, Black manosphere spaces, for a little while. But yeah, they resent y'all. Dear Miss Foster, they resent y'all. They resent the women that fought for autonomy and freedom from men and being able to give men the middle finger. Do they really resent it all the way? No. Do they want to be able to give their ex-husbands the middle finger? Yes. When they get 38 and 40 and 45 and 52 and they divorce their husbands. Yes, yes. But they resent y'all because they want to marry up. They want stable, blue collar, white collar men who earn significantly more than them. And what they're seeing is what equality did was keep that away from them. And it's really only maybe going to be a third of women that get to practice that. And Asian women, unlike in the 1960s and 70s, are giving white women a run for their money with these white dudes, especially in major cities. In the rural areas, once again, like Alabama, Bama Rush, white women got it on lock. Maybe a couple of cute black women could snag a couple of chisel chin chads, one or two black young women, a Latina here or there who plays down her ethnicity, one or two Asian women. But for the most part, especially in the major cities on the coast, oh boy. And Asian women, I'm saying Asian, sorry, white women resent y'all for that. Wow. Y'all should have never let me find that out. I'm gonna listen to it again to make sure I heard what I thought I heard from FD. Asian women voted for Trump more than Asian men did, and if I heard correctly, the majority of Asian women voted for Trump. Uh oh. Now what? Huh? You think Asian women want to sign up for what black women talking about? And I'm not even saying that that's what Kamala represents necessarily. In their minds, though, that's what she represents. In their minds, that's what Kamala represents. That's what black women represent. And FD spoke to that, the stigma of wokeness that's on black women and how Kamala tried to distance herself from that, but just because she's a black woman, there's something to be said about that. I'm not gonna completely disagree with that. Huh? With that, when Asian women, and I would argue white women see black women, they see negative liberty. That's what they see. That's what they see. They see what negative liberty gets you. And I'm not saying these women would be able to articulate it or would even care to articulate what Z is saying the way Z is saying it. Huh? Wow. So, I don't want to make this stream too long. By the way, y'all know Z gonna say Z, but really, yep. Happy tomorrow. Well, we're about an hour and some odd out. Um Indigenous Slaughter Day. I'm thinking about doing a stream tomorrow. We'll see. I'm probably gonna title it Indigenous Geno and then like dash side day because of course we'll see, right? But I definitely want to come to y'all with this. Um, y'all should have never let me find out Asian women voted for Trump more than Asian men did, and potentially, if I heard FD correctly, the majority of Asian women voted for Trump over Kamala. Y'all should have never let me hear that. I don't know what y'all gonna do about white male patriarchy, people. Huh? I don't know what y'all gonna do. Huh? And I don't know what you're gonna do to get more men in college and university. But I'll cover that another time. I'm gonna cover that. I have a whole stream about that. Stay tuned, right? Man, y'all should never let me find that out. It says a lot. It says a lot. I said it to FD. Did I or did I not say y'all gotta address um women in their investment? If you're on the left and you're trying to get rid of this man run thing concept of patriarchy, which by the way I disagree with, but okay, fine. Um, y'all are doing a piss poor, horrible job at it. Huh? Y'all are doing a horrible job at it. And I don't know how many women actually want to sign up for that. That's why when we let leftist women talk long enough, what they're really looking for is cuddly conquerors. What they're really looking for is cuddly conquerors and feminism, excuse me, patriarchy by feminist specifications. At least the conservative women come straight up the middle and tell you exactly what it is. You got to give them that. So FD put that out. Once again, y'all give me a little bit, but I'll put the links in the description box for FD's think piece about the election results. Um, now that we're a couple weeks out, um, I got to do a whole separate stream about what I was referencing earlier from Ed. Shout out to Edward Anderson. And when he was referencing Naruto and Madara and the Uchiyas, et cetera, et cetera. Russo G, and thank you for the cash app. Thank you for the cash app. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Thank you, bud, for the replay squad. Um, yeah, there's so much to unpack with this election. I think it was needed. I think these results were needed. I think a lot of people had to have their view of these things completely obliterated, their ideas of progress, their ideas of who's their quote unquote ally, who the real quote unquote enemy is. Shout out to all the black women who thought you had a friend in white women and clearly in Asian women. Huh? It meets his cuddly conquerors. Brilliant. I didn't come up with that on my own. It was I said I was kind of like getting real close to that a few streams ago, and I don't remember if it's Trail or somebody just came straight up the middle. So yeah, we just I'm gonna just say it's a group effort. It's Mr. Z's channel's collective group effort that came up with Cuddly Conqueror. It could have been Indigo, it could have been Vince or Trill. I can't remember who just came straight up the middle and said it, but yeah, I was like right there, like yeah. So it could have been Passport OG. I don't even remember who said it. Exactly. Pastor says they got to raise the next generation of Donald Trump. I said, I said it before. Like y'all don't really, y'all don't really appreciate in group, out group. Um, yeah, black women really thought y'all had a friend, huh? Y'all think, see, intersectionality has completely warped your minds. Y'all don't really entertain social dominance order. No wonder y'all be getting sideswiped. 18 wheeler just sideswiped y'all right in the intersection. Bow! Because y'all think y'all are the number one threat and enemy. Huh? Y'all think y'all are the number one threat and enemy. It's black people, namely black men. It's not black women in a vacuum. It is not predominantly black women. Intersectionality got y'all minds all type of warped. That's why FD, thank you for saying it, but you should have never let me hear that. Huh? Meanwhile, Kidology is trying to give a softer take on why so many women of color are chasing after white dudes. We know what it is. We said it. Z said it. These women are invested in white male patriarchy. As the brother said earlier, just say it, Z. White supremacy, goddamn. Huh? As Covina Man said earlier. And what exactly has the left said or done to have men and women, but even women of color, leave that alone? Huh? This idea that you're going to defame the men, say nothing to the women, and the women are just going to sign up for that and live in their quote unquote 50-50 relationships and partners. Nope. So to Miss Foster, if you felt like you were responding to Z when you said you're going to need to be a partner, yeah, it sound nice. And Asian women and white women said, yeah, to hell with your partner. I got your partner. We're not even talking about what white men think about it. Dear left, you're gonna have to play a different game. Have fun. You're gonna have to play a different game. You can't talk about white men like white men exist in a vacuum. You know, when Z came in the door, everybody looked at Z as just the swirler divester guy. That's Z's forte. That's Z's specialty right there. Talking about the swirlers divestors, it was way more than the swirlers divestors. I'm using that to say something. The women are invested in white male patriarchy, white supremacy. You can't budge anything. Not just in America, Uzi, don't do it. Not just in the West, on planet Earth, until you fix that right there. I kept saying it. Where can't white men go and get free vagina, let alone if they paid for it? Where? Name a place on the planet. Go ahead, name. Free, enthusiastic vagina. God forbid he good looking. Y'all don't appreciate what white supremacy did to the minds of the women. We've had so much literature about what white supremacy did to the minds of men, to men's position, to men not feeling like real quote unquote men. And no one, very few people, speak about how white men's masculinity, white supremacy looms in the imagination, in the minds, and the sentiments of women, namely women of color. Better you, right? Central Island is the only place. Rest in peace to Buddy Rowe who jumped off that boat with the Bible. They got a spirit to the heart. Huh? That's the only place. And even them, if the story is correct, even Sentinel Island was flirting with them a little bit until apparently some white folks kidnapped a couple of them at one point. So hell says, hopefully I live long enough to see Z go full conservative. I won't go full conservative. I won't vote for conservatives or go full conservative for multiple reasons. I actually believe in social programs. I actually believe in a robust safety net. Conservatives, I'm about to lose a bunch of y'all right now. I actually don't think that there should be billionaires. Goddamn, Z. Yep, I just lost all of y'all right now. Huh? You know what happened when you get billionaires? You get Elon Musk. You get what's the name of the one that y'all always the leftist one that's always well that we don't even know he's a leftist. Um, his name is right there. Jesus Christ. Um, Jesus Christ. The old rickety rackety small hat dude with the money. Um, Jesus Christ, I can't remember this guy's name. It's right there. I say this name. I've said this dude's name before. Jesus. Okay, it's gone. Anyway, yeah, you get billionaires playing with our lives. No, not Zuck. Zuck's definitely not Zuck. Now, if you want to talk about somebody that's going to become conservative more and more, Zuck's one. Not Bezos. Not Bezos. Right? Soros. Thank you. George Soros. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Colby. Colby know who he's talking about. Soros. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't get Soros out. Yeah, Ben. Thank you, Soros. George Soros. Thank you. Thank you, neighbor. I don't know why I could. I'm like, this dude's name and his face is right there. Right? But anyway, um, yeah, I don't think that. I think it's grotesque for them to be billionaires. Right? Now, if y'all want to see Z fall off the table on the left, because y'all know y'all heard Z talking about the people that fall off the table on the right. They so right they fall off the table. I really think we should tax billionaires into oblivion for exactly what y'all seeing now. Goddamn Z, because of Trump, because of Elon, huh? Because of how I see Mark Zuckerberg slowly moving more and more, huh? Because of Peter Thiel, because of Soros, huh? See, if America moved like China, that would be a different story. Maybe I could entertain billionaires if the U.S. moved like China when it comes to billionaires. What Jack Ma said? All right, watch this. See, if we was moving like China when it came to billionaires, maybe Z wouldn't necessarily be so opposed. Huh? But with billionaires running things the way they do, well, Jeff Bezos lost a goddamn bid to Elon Musk when it came to their space programs and whatnot. He called his senator and said, "Make it happen." He was put on the goddamn thing, and they had to. I think they doubled the money, but I think it was like 10 billion or whatever money it was. They doubled the money, and Jeff Bezos was put into the situation. That's what billionaires are able to do. Call up senators, speed dial. Hey, I lost. Make me win. Huh? I'm saying. Y'all remember the story of the Coca-Cola air and who else was it? The Coca-Cola air and one of the sons or whatever of one of those cable or dish network people pounds of weed on the private jet. You heard the story and then you didn't hear the story. Meanwhile, one of y'all get caught with a nickel bag in the wrong state. Huh? I'm not saying that the rich haven't always gotten away with things in time immemorial. We know, we get it. The connected haven't got away, the elites haven't got away with all different type of effery for time and for all of human history. We know. But once you start getting to billionaire status, well, huh? And Sahel says Elon's dad gave an interesting answer when he was asked if his son is practicing eugenics. You guys need to check it out. Check that out. If you got the link, you can put the link in right now. Right? Yeah. Detroit, is it was it the Dish Network? One of the sons of somebody from Dish Network? I don't remember. I read the article years ago, years and years ago. Um, y'all know Z. I'll try to find it. I'll put it in my community tab if I remember. I'll remember. I hope I remember. I'll put it in my community tab and put the link. I'll find it. Right? Yeah. That's not to mention the whoever was it Wachovia or Bank of America? They got caught money laundering with drug cartels in South America, buying them private jets and then sending the jet because clearly, if you're you know a kingpin, I don't even what do you even call that? That's not even a drug dealer, a D boy. That's head of a cartel. You can't just go buy a private jet legally, especially when that's manufactured in the U.S. But yeah, they got caught whoever it was, Bank of America, Wachovia back in the day. I know there's no more Wachovia, but whoever it was, Wells Fargo, whoever it was that got caught, and I think they got hit with like a $5 million fine, some stupid slap on the hand fine for a bank. No, not the HSBC in Mexico. That's a whole different story, neighbor. That's a whole different story. I know which one you're talking about. That's a whole different thing, right? I really got to do. I'm gonna have to do it behind the wall eventually. I'm gonna have to do it behind the wall. I'm gonna have to do it behind the wall. But I said it of about a month ago. We gonna put on. It's gonna be nothing but tinfoil hats, koofies, and do-rags in there. But once again, like I'm doing right now, based off of stuff that actually happened, right? Shrugs like the meme with the white girl, the little white girl, the little blonde haired white girl. Stuff that's actually happened, shrugs. Because like this stuff is like real. By the way, everything Mr. Z just mentioned, like that, these are real articles, real stories, really happen. You know, yeah. So, and y'all telling, let's go back, and y'all telling white women to forego being married to those guys that get away with being on the private jet with pounds of weed. Better use his oh ish TD Bank got fined for working with cartels this year. You see, and you telling the girlfriend of the son of one of those guys to drop him. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for that, better you. Thank you. And better you put the link for that article. He said they got fined $3 billion. Okay, at least it's not little slap on the wrist millions of dollars anymore. Huh? You think that these women are not signing up for that? They're gonna sign up for what y'all talking about? They're gonna sign up for Oprah Winfrey. Uh-oh. They're not signing up for Oprah Winfrey, bro. They're not signing up to be Oprah. They're not signing up to be Gail. They're not signing up to be what's her name again? Jesus Christ, her face is right there. The one that Trump called the fat slob. The oh my God, her face is right there. Not Roseanne. Her face is right there. Jesus Christ, the butch ass white woman. I forgot her name. Jesus, Z, you got to get better with these names. You have a whole YouTube channel, Z, and you be referencing everything. God, thank you, Rosie O'Donnell. Jesus Christ, I couldn't get it out. Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell. Rosie O'Donnell. Thank you, y'all. You think your average white woman wants to sign up to be Rosie O'Donnell or Oprah? Huh? No, they will take Melania Trump 9.5 out of 10 times, 10 out of 10 times. They're not signing up to be no goddamn Rosie O'Donnell or Oprah or Gail King or as neighbor says right here, where is it? Ellen. They don't want to be Ellen, huh? And from what we're finding out, Asian women don't want to be that neither or either. There we go. And Detroit says this network got caught 200K of hauling weed. Or bell hook. Say that, Passport OG. Look at, as a matter of fact, exactly. Gloria Steinem over here telling you the love of her life was some rando white man who didn't earn what she earned or wasn't famous or none of that. Love of her life. This is a whole got the face of second wave feminism. Gloria Steinem, or at least one of the major faces of second wave feminism. And she told you that. And Bell Hooks is sitting on stage with her. It's essentially paraphrasing. Yeah, you can have that. I don't want no parts of that. Huh? And y'all gives you a second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. And y'all talk amongst yourselves. Y'all gives you a minute. And we're back, right? So yeah, oh, here we go. Detroit puts crime. Yeah, okay, okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that link too, right? So you know, excuse me. There's more and more conversation, primarily from the left. I think the right is having this conversation too about the death of monoculture, which is like the things that, for the most part, people experience or watch or read or hear or listen to, right? And like, especially like in certain environments, like, for the most part, everyone knows who Michael Jackson is, right? And how the death of monoculture means, like, we don't all have this reference to this movie or this television show or this whatever it is, right? Um this song, right? We don't get this particular joke because not enough of us know that. And you see this especially for those of us of a certain age when it comes to hip hop and rap music and, like, all the rappers, and it's just so many different subgenres of rap. And you'll be talking to a young person, be like, hey, such and such, and be like, who? Right? And I think you could also put the bubble talk and how many of these people are in their bubbles and how many of these women are in their bubbles, and black bread tube and leftists and, quite frankly, conservatives too, in a different way though, are in their bubbles. You can also link that to the death of monoculture. You could argue there was never really a monoculture, which I would agree with, but I get the argument. I get the argument. I appreciate the argument. And I used to say this. I think I need to start bringing this back also, which is like, the internet and social media allows for you to curate your own reality, right? And so what ends up happening is, like, people get in their bubbles, their echo chambers. So many other people think like them, feel like them, and so they start. It distorts the way you view the world, and so you are easily susceptible to the BS, right? You don't appreciate a different perspective. You don't even know of a different perspective, especially one that might actually have you stumped, one that might actually have you reconsider, or at least consider, you know what? Yeah, I could kind of see why you came to that conclusion. I might still disagree, but I get it, right? So the facts aren't the facts anymore. Once again, I said this to Roger years ago, years and years and years and years ago. He probably doesn't even remember this, but we were talking about something, and I was like, "No, we ain't." We're. I was like, "Raj, we're not arguing about the color of the table anymore. We're at the era of, like, arguing whether this is even a table, and why do we call it a table, and who decided that this was going to be called a table." That's where we are, and that has an effect on your elections. I would argue a lot of people don't like, and I know I'm borging a little bit. Y'all gives you a second. They don't like this new normal, or what they feel like and think is the left's new normal. What the left is proposing is going to be the new normal. A lot of people, they're not signing up for that. Have fun getting them to sign up for this new normal, huh? Y'all killing me with it. And let me read this. Where's the first one? And Trell says, "I am the table." Vince says the table is sexist. Where's the other one? It's better you. Oh yeah, better you says this is clearly a counter with legs, right? It is just things to think about. Listening to FD speak, do I think that, especially for certain folks, not essentially for non-black folks, sexism, racism, um, yeah, yes, but that's American is American pie. For many non-black folks, yes, but I think what y'all don't appreciate too is they just didn't want to sign up for what y'all are saying. Y'all should have never let me find out about Asian women though. Right? Y'all should have never let me find out about that. So, on that note, everyone, I'll pause right there. I don't want to keep y'all too long. This wasn't meant to be a long stream, even though I've been here for over an hour. So, yeah, we'll see if we come back tomorrow and do a stream for Indigenous Slaughter Day, um, Geno Side Day, Indigenous Genocide. Um, purposely mispronouncing it, everyone. Purposely mispronouncing it. Um, yeah, y'all lucky I can't find that skit that Cheska Lee made forever ago about what y'all call Thanksgiving. Y'all lucky I can't find it. I have it somewhere on my phone, I think. Y'all lucky I because I will post that in my community. I might try to find it. Um and you're just gonna have to stay away from Z's channel for a couple days. Right? So, but y'all enjoy y'all Turkey Day. Obviously, y'all know Mr. Z. I'm definitely gonna engage in the festivities. Of course, I am. Duh. Um, but yeah, yeah. Y'all just never forget what this is actually about, right? What this is actually about. These people that came to these people land, and off when they said 100 million of them. How many they said we're in North America? And then y'all name military equipment after these people. The disrespect, the audacity. It'd be fascinating listening to black women talk about the audacity. Y'all don't know audacity. You want to know what audacity is? Flowing into a land, murking off like 95% of the population, and then naming military equipment after these people and their tribes and their weaponry. Apache helicopter, everyone. Tomahawk missiles, everyone. Don't they have one called the Chinook 2 helicopter? Or am I mispronouncing that? Isn't that also an indigenous word? I'm just saying. So, yeah. Okay, on that note, everyone, truly. Oh, yeah, right, exactly. Pontiac, anyone? Exactly. So, all right, yo. I think I'm working. Okay, there we go. All right. So, on that note, we'll truly pause right there. Y'all have a great rest of y'all night. Y'all go check out other Manosphere content, Black Manosphere content. Say that better, Z. So, we're going to rewind. We're going to pause right there. Y'all go check out Passport OG. Um, so we'll pause right there. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content. For the love of God, yeah, and just stuff to consider. I'm gonna try to link what I'm referencing with FD Signifier. Shout out to Edward Anderson. Um, I'm gonna try to do a review of that think piece that I'm saying, or when he was speaking about um the Uchiyas and black women, et cetera, and them crashing out. I might cover that tomorrow. That might be tomorrow's stream. We'll see how my time is looking. Goddamn, Louis, you walk in and get last minute walk in, fashionably late, right? Um, but yeah, so I'll try to cover that tomorrow. That might be tomorrow's stream, because I've been thinking about covering that since Sunday. Sunday. So yeah, yeah. So we'll get to it. We'll get to it. And on that note, y'all have a great rest of y'all night. Mr. Z out.